an hour and a half of bus ride, we finally made it to the base of the Great Wall. We're visiting the section that's called Bat Alley, which is probably the most popular one, and it's so busy here. We're walking through a tunnel right now to the entrance, and there's a bunch of vendors selling merch and also food. So if you ever come here, you can find your t-shirts, snacks, water for the hike. You can also opt to take the cable car, which takes you up to the peak. We're going through security right now, and we had a glimpse of the Great Wall. What do you think?
Steep.
Steep.
Wait for me in the comments. Oh, I can see the other side as well. Are we going that side or this side?
I think we can go to both. Yeah. Goes around.
Bigger than I thought.
This is us before the hike. Let's go. We're here on a weekend. It's Saturday, and there's just a ton of people. There's barely any space for you to walk. I can imagine on a holiday, well, my friend told us, on a holiday there's just no space. It's a torture to be here. The hike just got really steep, really fast. I feel like we're going up and it's over 45 degrees.
Yeah.
Are you doing okay?
Pretty miserable, not gonna lie.
It's crowded, it's windy, it's steep, but we're gonna reach the top.
非常累。哦天哪！我也是。
我们才爬10分钟。
才从开始的地方，能看到起点。
We've reached the first viewpoint. Really, really windy and kind of cold. I think a lot of people here underestimate how hard it is to do this trail. And also, a lot of people are not fit enough to do the hike. So you kind of have to wait behind. But the view is incredible. We're going to keep going on. There's about 8 viewpoints, but we're probably not going to finish the whole thing. My hair is kind of crazy right now. There's a saying in Chinese, 人山人海, which translates to people mountain, people sea. It's used to describe when a place has way too many people. I think it applies perfectly here today. We made it to the peak. The Great Wall stretches over 20,000 kilometers, so we actually only hiked a tiny bit of it. But you could actually see from here, it just goes on and on. You can't really see the end. Most people know the Great Wall was built to defend invaders. Behind us is one of the towers that was used to send messages to different powers or messengers that the invaders were coming. 准备走吗？
走。必须要这么抓着。
But it wasn't always one wall that stretched over 20,000 kilometers. In fact, initially, there were many walls built by different Chinese states to defend themselves against each other. Not until the first emperor of China, who united the country and also connected all the walls. It also stretches all the way to North Korea and parts of Russia, I believe. Ooh, so we just finished the hike. My hair is crazy. There's still a lot of people, even at the bottom. But we're done. So next up, back to Beijing City. After 1 hour of waiting, it's finally dinner time. Since we're in Beijing, of course we'll have to try the roasted duck. The chef just came and taught us how to eat it 3 different ways. So the first way is skin, dip in sugar. I think that's the most traditional way. One of the most traditional ways.
The second way is you grab a wrapper made of dough and you dip it in this duck sauce.
Basically just sweet sauce.
Yeah,
Almost
like a sweet soy.
Yeah.
And you can add a cucumber and you can add scallion.
三个是蒜泥黄瓜，
蒜泥和黄瓜。
生态式的。
So now there's a new way of eating duck. You mix it with garlic and cucumber.
It's a new one. This has garlic and cucumber. Let's give it a shot. Okay, honestly, the other one has more flavor. But if you like the taste of garlic, you'll like this one. It's a little bit lighter. It's good for summer.
The duck itself is super juicy. You can see the oil on top. The way they roast the duck here is very unique, or Peking duck in general. So they separate the skin from the meat by blowing air into the duck so that the skin becomes really, really crispy after you roast it. Duck meat can get pretty dry, but here it's pretty juicy. You also order some other dishes. What do you call it? Stir fry, right? They call it stir-fried hawthorn, but basically just hawthorn in syrup. And then we also got beef, some veggies, kung pao chicken. Staff here are super nice. So they said that if food doesn't come here within 30 minutes, everything will be free. Unfortunately, everything came within 10 minutes. But yeah, we're gonna enjoy the food now. Everything looks really good. It's crazy here. Good morning, y'all. We're trying to enter perhaps the most popular attraction, the Forbidden City. So far, we've only seen people, lots of people.
Mountains and sea.
People, mountain, people, sea. We're trying to enter through a shortcut that we found online, and we still have to wait for like 20-30 minutes to get in. After the first gate, we're now at the front gate of the Forbidden City, and guess what? We have to line up again. It's a weekend, so there's a ton of people.
At least there's no population issue in China.
I think this is the front gate. And once we pass the security, we'll be inside. Are you excited? No mics allowed inside, but we just passed the gate and we're in the Forbidden City. Just concluded our trip to the Forbidden City. Absolutely insane. Way too many people. They actually limit the number of tourists that can enter every day. Still, I feel like it was too overwhelming. I still think it's pretty cool. There's so much history there, but the amount of people definitely made the experience slightly worse. Last time I came here wasn't as bad, so I really enjoyed it. This was your first time. How was it?
If you've been to the Gyeongbok Palace in Seoul, it's very, very similar, like the roofing and all of the red. But yeah, try to go maybe on a weekday as well. We went on a Sunday, so I think that does make an impact on how many people are here. And bring some food, because you're allowed to bring food in, I think.
And also water. It gets really hot and really busy. Took a quick lunch break, had some really good lunch in the afternoon. We're going to the Heavenly Temple. We tried to get in yesterday, but it was already closed. So today we're here early. It's not as busy as the Forbidden City, so I'm pretty excited. This might be my favorite attraction here in Beijing. It's really, really pretty. I was too naive to assume that this place would be empty. It's actually just as busy. The construction of this temple started back in 1400 and it served as the imperial temple for 500-600 years. So back then only the emperor and his family could come here and pray to the god. I like the building. I think it's very pretty. It's more unique. And right below the ceiling you can see carvings of dragons, I think.
Dragons and snakes.
Are these snakes or phoenixes? When you visit Beijing, you notice a lot of girls dressed up in the traditional outfit. They're mostly here to take photos. For example, behind me. They're everywhere. We found a vending machine here at the subway station. It prints your photo on the water bottle. So we're just waiting for it to print. Okay. For dinner, we're having Beijing style hot pot. The difference between Beijing hot pot and your traditional Chinese hot pot is the pot itself is made of copper, and instead of using electricity, they burn charcoal here. So it's the pot, and inside this chimney here, there's charcoal, so that's burning. And the broth is usually just plain water actually, with some Chinese herbs like dates and goji berries. So they really wanted to focus on the lamb meat or the flavor of the lamb. You good?
It's not gamey, which is good. I think a lot of people don't like lamb because it can be kind of gamey. This one is not at all.
We're gonna enjoy dinner now. We've had a very long day, so dinner time. Good day, everyone. Today we woke up very late because we're really tired from yesterday. But we went to the, what's the place called? 798 R District.
Yep.
That was pretty cool. Lots of coffee shops.
Trendy stores.
Trendy stores. And now we're going to visit Yiheyuan, which is one of the palaces for the imperial family.
The summer palace.
The summer palace, yeah. I've never been, so I'm pretty excited. We already bought tickets online, so we're on our way to the entrance. Let's go! The construction of this palace, Yiheyuan, first started in, I think, the 1700s.
1750.
The emperor would bring his favorite wives to the summer palace during summer.
This entire palace is kind of built uphill, so I think you avoid a lot of the heat from just...
We don't know why.
What I like about this palace is they did try to like fix it up, but I feel like you can still see a lot of the original pieces intact. So it really helps you kind of imagine what this place looked like before.
历史，来补历史课。
At the peak of the hill, there's a temple, and the walls here are covered in sculptures of Buddha or perhaps monks. It's really interesting. The park next to the lake is actually very beautiful. It's very green. The lake itself covers about 3/4 of the entire summer palace. You can walk around the lake. It might take a couple of hours, or you can take a ferry from the pier to the center of the lake, just behind us. The water looks a bit questionable, but I guess we're in the city after all, so that's expected. There's a lot of boats, actually, lots of ferries. Looks like on the island, the center of the lake, There's a temple or a small palace. We just walked through the long corridor. It was very, very relaxing. I imagine coming here in summer would be quite nice and not that hot.
Out of breath.
I'm a little out of breath.
20s, 30s.
It's getting dark and cold here in the Summer Palace. So we're gonna wrap up our tour here and go for dinner. Since it's our last night and last meal here in Beijing, we decided to have duck again. It's the same place we went to 2 nights ago. It's really, really good and quite affordable too. But this time we're also trying the lamb. It's on a hot grill. It's quite good. Sliced lamb, stir-fried onion, and I think garlic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna wrap up our Beijing vlog here and enjoy our dinner. Bye-bye.